Greetings, boys and girls around the world. As you know, I am a self appointed intelligence analyst, and I have been busily gathering pertinent information regarding our most serious challenges as a nation, the problems facing the United States of America in the year 2014. And I am ready to give you my final report. I have endeavored enthusiastically to incriminate the Marxist, socialist, communist. I have gone after them with a vengeance, but while retaining objectivity and a appreciation for the value of truth and honesty. I have tried to say that the United States has been taken over from the inside by Marxists, and perhaps that's partly true. And I have tried to convince you that these Marxists inside our country were manipulated by a worldwide organization of international communism, and that's partly true. And these people were, to some degree, under the influence of the Communist Party of the former Soviet Union, the KGB, for whom Vladimir Putin worked all his life. Putin is now in charge of Russia, and most of the people with power in Russia today are former KGB. That our problems sprang ultimately from the competition between Soviet Russia, Communist Russia, and the free, democratically controlled republics in the West. I tried to pin all this on communism and the Cold War, and I didn't quite succeed. And I have bad news. Basically, we have abandoned the Constitution, which imposes extreme limits on a federal government and reserving the majority of powers to the individual states. According to the Constitution, the federal government only involves itself in matters foreign, worldwide, such as external wars or diplomacy with other nations or trade with other nations. But are they supposed to tap our phones? No. Does the Constitution allow them to tell us to wear seatbelts? Well, in the case, probably the seatbelt law is probably a state by state law. And so if your state requires you to wear a seatbelt, then that's fine as far as the Constitution is concerned. But the federal government should never even dream of imposing such a restriction on the citizens. It doesn't have the power to do it. The federal government doesn't have the power to impose medicine or health care or insurance, so-called insurance. So-called insurance. It's not insurance. It is socialized medicine. The federal government doesn't have any business dealing with medicine. It doesn't have the authority, according to the Constitution. For example, the erosion of our constitutionally guaranteed liberties from a huge, oppressive, intrusive government cannot be laid at the feet of the congressmen who have steadily eroded the power and authority of the Constitution. It can only be laid at the feet of the people who elected those individual congressmen throughout the years. In other words, it's your fault. That's why I say it's bad news. It's your fault, and it's because you are not equipped with the facts. You're not equipped with a long range view. You're short sighted. You only want your congressman to take money from big businesses or from rich people and give it to you, is what it amounts to. When you say you want Obamacare, you're saying, I want somebody else to pay my medical bills, knowing full well that you're going to get substandard medical treatment, but at least it'll be paid for by somebody else, not you. That is how the Constitution has been eroded away. It's because of the majority of people wanting their congressman to take a dollar from somebody else and bring it home to your state or to your district. That is why the Constitution has been steadily eroded away. The Marxists have done their part to hasten the process, but we can't finger them as the number one culprit. I'm afraid we have found the enemy, and it is us.